So here back in the UK it's very wet and very cold. As you can see, I'm nowhere near that sort of weather. I'm in Spain having a go of KTM's new 690 Enduro. Now, I can only talk about this bike from a layman's point of view. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing off-road, just got a basic sort of understanding of what you're supposed to do. But this bike's allowing me to enjoy off-road a lot more than I expected. It's a very tall bike and it takes me quite a bit of effort to get on it, but once you do, very light, very manageable. As you can expect from an off-road bike from KTM, it's very, very proficient at its job. It's not really got me into trouble just yet, only I'm to blame when I have any near misses. One trick feature about the bike that I've experienced already, mind you, is the power setting. You've got a multitude of power options under the seat, and by just dialing in different levels of power you can alter the aggression of the bike and the way it behaves. I've only played with it once so far. I've gone from the soft setting, which makes the bike incredibly easy to use but a bit flat and a bit dull, to something with a bit more power so you can just get it to steer a little bit better with the rear wheel. My God, I sounded as though I knew what I was talking about there. It's early days, it's my first stage, but yeah, if you're into off-roading, it's definitely a bike to consider. It's certainly making me a happy man. Well, I am, as they say, pretty knackered, but dead happy as well. I've only been on this for about 2 hours, but this bike's helped me a great deal. It's really entertaining, for an off-roader at least. For me, it's pretty easy to ride and manageable. You know, it's KTM, it's littered with good quality products. The suspension, the brakes, the motor, everything about it is geared to help me, the novice, have a go at this lark. I mean, I'm only new to off-roading, much more of a fan of superbikes on the road, or so I thought, but I'm warming to this. And I don't, you superbike guys, don't knock it, give it a go. I mean, it's a good laugh, you learn quite a lot about bike control and crashing, get a bit fitter, and I'll tell you what I like about this. I mean, it doesn't hurt that I'm in the middle of, or the south of a very warm Spain at the moment. But I just like the way that you can just get away from the whole lot, you know. There's no cars, there's no coppers. You've got a bit of peace and quiet and time to yourself, you know. I'm not saying that I could master this in anything less than about 100 years, but I'm dead keen to give it a go again. They've claimed that this is a dual purpose bike. I'm not so sure what it'd be like on the road. We've ridden it between stages, so to speak, on the road, and it works. But the low gearing means its speed's a bit limited, and you can just tell that this is the environment to which it's suited best. So not so much of an all-rounder, but as an entertainer, absolutely 10 out of 10. I've had a really good time on it. This bike is just on drugs or something. It's mental. As soon as you sit on it, you just turn into a complete and utter lunatic. I challenge even a nun not to get banned on this thing. It's just ace at what it does, fooling about stunts like stoppies, wheelies, and its cornering potential. You just get such great feedback via suspension, good tyres. You know, it's a 63 horsepower motorbike, but it's as entertaining as a GSX-R 1000 in the right place. Certainly had stacks of fun on that supermoto track. It's just a real entertainer, and I'll give it a full score for that. Right, we've left the supermoto track and we've come up into the hills where the roads are just as tight, just as twisty, and about 1,000,000 times more dangerous. But on this thing, I still feel so solid, so safe. I've been riding it like a fool, and yet I'm totally confident of what it can do. The word to describe, or use to describe this bike, is control. You've just got tons of it. You can feel everything that's going on. Suspension, very high quality, and grip from the Pirellis is positively limpet-like. You don't want to make a mistake here, but you're not likely to with the sort of grip and control you've got with this bike. You can just feel what's going on, you know exactly where the limits are. When you come to that limit, you can sort of play with it. Look, I'm not an ace rider, but this thing is making me a lot better. Like the engine on the Enduro, there's a 3-stage power switch, so you can alter the power characteristics. I've just got it on the normal setting. I'm quite happy with that. Braking, very good. Comfort, not bad. I mean, it hasn't got a fairing. It starts getting a bit blustery about a wanna. It's a very focused bike. It's primarily aimed at entertaining. You could use it in town a lot. I think on the longer journey you might get a bit cheesed with it, but you'll forgive it for every shortcoming. It's one of my favourite bikes. I've just had an absolute riot on this bike on both track and road. It makes a GSXR feel podgy. Hopefully that'll put it in context. If I had to give it a mark, it would have to be 10. Right, this is the final bike in the LC4 690 family. It's the Duke. It's the bike we've known for a while actually. This is in its third guise. It first came out in something like 95. It's always been known as a bit of a hooligan's tool, and it remains that way. But it's a very different bike to the Supermoto. It's got Dunlop tyres that don't offer quite as much grip, and the suspension's firmer, so it pushes on them a bit harder, making them just feel more likely to slide. There's a certain level of just vagueness really near the limit, which just sort of puts you off a bit. I've got used to that now, and I can still ride it fairly hard, fairly confidently, so it still scores a very high score. Ironically, it's the most powerful of the trio. It's got a different airbox and exhaust system, giving it an extra 2 brake horsepower. Now, it does feel quite punchier at the bottom. I think the others are tuned a bit more at higher RPM. For a single of 690cc, it's quite an amazing bit of kit actually. It just shouldn't go as powerfully and as readily as it does. Less focused than the other two, this is the one that you could live with every day, I think. Alright, you know, a 200-mile run might be something that you might sneer at, but it would do it. It's the heaviest of the three, and it feels a bit weird compared to the other two because the fuel tank's in the right place. Just feels a bit less agile at first. I hasten to add, this is a bike that you will score highly, but not within the first 10-20 miles. I have a confession to make now. The brakes on it are very good, and the balance of the bike generally is very good, but you still need to be very careful when you're applying a bit too much front brake. If you look on the Superbike website, you'll see why. All the evidence is there, and all I can say to KTM, particularly after I've had such a good time on all three of their bikes, is I'm sorry for modifying the Duke in the way that I did. But I've had a great couple of days, and if you can try one of these bikes, just do everything you can to just give them a go. I guarantee you will not regret it. Few bikes beat them for entertainment factor.